4 of the remaining 11 kidnapped students of the Federal Government College, FGC, in Beni Yauri, Kebbi State, have been released. A notorious bandit, Dogo Gide, freed them and their 2 babies they delivered in captivity after payment of unspecified ransom. The same notorious Dogo Gide took these children as captive. Now, their mothers.
Their mothers. At
Shame.
least, I think.
Shame on the country, shame on, I don't know.
Yeah, there are no less than 5 of them now who have kids. This is a calamity that we should have avoided.
Imagine the parents, what we feel. You sent your children to secondary school, somebody under how many years?
13, 11, 12.
Because on June 12, 2021, a notice was sent to that school, that Federal Government College, that they were going to attack the school. The letter was dismissed as a prank. By June 17, that was 5 days later, the school was attacked and at least 112 students and 8 teachers were taken away. Some of the students escaped. It took the bandits, because the bandits came with motorcycles and pickup vans to cut away. They wanted to use the school bus, but the school bus, maybe it had a battery problem. The engine didn't start, so they left the school bus. They will have used the school bus to take them away. You can imagine their devil-may-care attitude. So they took these children away, and they drove through the bush. It took them 2 days to get to their location. They are fond of that, so that you don't know where exactly they are going. And they understand.
2 days?
Yes.
They go around in circles.
They go around. So they got to their camp.
They would have left where the destination you pick, they pick the people.
So they got to their camp 2 days later. Then, 2 days later, they paraded. No, a day later, they showed us a picture of all of the girls and boys in captivity. You know, some of the boys who were brave, they escaped. That's why only 89 actually got to the camp. Some had escaped. When you are dealing with a crowd like that, some will
to monitor them, yes.
It's not easy.
Some of them will be brave.
Those young boys.
Yes.
You know. So, Dogo Gide warned that he will marry them to his fighters. Again, they thought it was a joke. The response from government was very slow from the beginning.
Look at the time they were abducted.
Very slow from the
time.
beginning. We did not even know what they were doing.
Something that is so abnormal is now becoming...
And then he began to marry them to his fighters, to the point that they got these people impregnated.
Children.
Started getting them. The first one that was impregnated was 16 years old. Because they were writing their final papers. What should have happened? They should have closed the school. But the school belongs to the federal government. The state government didn't want to take that decision. The state government contacted the federal authorities. They said, they've almost finished. They do not even have the power. They've almost finished their exam. Let them finish their exam. These people will wait until they finish the exam. They came. It's similar to what happened with Chibok. There was no reason for the exam to take place in Chibok. Today, to show that we learned from that nasty experience, you have those model schools, giant model schools in Borno. A lot of those orphans from different local governments, some of those local governments, people don't stay in them anymore. They are now
in Maiduguri,
yes,
state capital.
Because that is where the bulk of the schools are active, apart from some communities in Borno southern Borno. Many communities are safe there. Places like Biu, Buratai, the rest of them, yes. But the bulk of the schools now are in Maiduguri. If we had done that at that time to quickly relocate them, honestly, Chibok would not have happened. What happened in Chibok will have happened in Gombe. I've talked about that before. It was a Nigerian army colonel who was the commander of the base in Gombe that called the governor, and they mobilized luxury buses, and overnight they evacuated all the guests in the school because the school was in a remote area, and they got information and they were not prepared to wait. They bought buses. They bought mattresses where they took those children to, and till today, that school has been shut. That was what should have happened in Chibok. That was what should have happened in Yauri here, Sabon Yauri. They didn't do it. Now those children, we are still left. The elders of the town and other stakeholders contributed 100 million to give Dogo Gide before he agreed to be releasing those people.
In batches, yeah.
Started releasing them in batches. Now, the Dogo Gide has gone ahead he has left 7 of them. 7 of the guests are still with him. He's still making some demands with the purpose of extracting as much. People have told me that Dogo Gide is the most dangerous bandit leader to negotiate with. There's nothing that he will not ask from you until you do his wish. There's nothing that Dogo Gide will not ask for. Now he's asking for more money before he can release the remaining 7 guests.
I think it's going to be difficult to convince this government. This government is running off.
Yeah,
the next 29, 30 days to embark on.
They are in the lame duck phase. Though I don't think they.
And let me add that he delivered the guests to them in a village called Kotonkoro in Kontagora local government of Niger State. You kidnap people in Kebbi, and then you told them to come and take them.
Look at the kilometers.
Children.
And they would have walked there.
That's where because it's in the bush. Most of the time, people bikes. A lot of those people are not accessible by vehicles. They know what they are doing.
Well, I think this government has been spectacular in failing to protect us in the last. And it's unfortunate because we assume that we will not be here we are today. But everything will work out for the best when the new government comes in and changes are made.
We have to learn from the mistakes of
we have to learn because the worst thing you could do is not to learn from history because we are bound to repeat it. And that to me is the danger we face as people. We have a very short memory when it comes to things that are dangerous in the long term. Once we get over that particular danger, we forget all about it until it happens again. And we go around in circle again, and it will happen again. It seems to have this tendency to forget things that are happening to us right now. Maybe Lord Lugas was right. We don't have the capacity to think long term. Because this should not be happening. Now, we've been doing this for over a decade. And by now, we should have specialized forces to deal with bandits. That's what they do all over the world. To create a particular squadron or brigade or whatever you call it, dedicated to fighting that particular threat at that point in time. All the things that people like the Americans are basically things that were created out of necessity. The Marines, everything. The SEAL, they were created solely because there was a threat that required a particular set of skills. And they now take people to that, give them that particular set of skills, and they throw them to fight that particular battle. We don't do that. We didn't do that in the Niger Delta.
Homeland Security.
Department of Homeland Security. Because serious countries and serious governments, that's what they do. They accept that what they have is not enough to face these new threats. They create something solely for that
purpose. Wale is calling us from Abuja. Thank you for joining us, Wale. Are you there?
Hello.
All right, go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir. My name is Kola Wale. I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, make it snappy.
Yeah, I want to greet everybody in the studio, the young man, Babajide, everybody in the studio. Yes, what I want to say is this. I don't know why But as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing that wants to happen in Nigeria that there's not information before it happens. But the problem is this: what is our government is too slow to take action. That has been their problem since, and it's something that they should look into. They should try as much as possible to secure our life. We as human beings, we are not safe. If you wake up in the morning, you sleep, wake up the following day, you go out, you come out, you'll be praying every day, praying that today I'm going out to God, let me come back. Without security in the country, security is the number one thing. If the
Thank you, Kolawole.
we're able to.
Thank you, Kolawole.